Hey there everyone, welcome to today's video. So I'm pretty pumped about this one. I know there's no face cam, that's because I don't have my good laptop anymore. So I'm currently running it off a bad laptop as I am now building a desktop PC to go instead of it, and I don't have everything for it just yet. But in today's video, I know I haven't uploaded in a while, and that's because when I've got my game recorder running, my keyboard spazzes out and it has a really big delay on the movement in game, so it makes it really difficult. But yeah, in today's video we are going to be going over the next rebalances, which I am psyched about because people are always going on about like how the rebalances are bad and they're ruining the game and they're only needed because Pixar have done a bad job, but I don't know, I'm all for the rebalances. I think it's great that they're there, because, well actually I'm in two minds about it, because if they had no rebalances, the game would still be balanced, because then everything that was meta when it first came in would still perform well. You know what I mean? Like, a Mars would still work, because it would still be as powerful as it was when it was first brought into the game. But now on the other hand, with the rebalances, it means everything is also brought down to the same level in most cases. It's not all the time, and some stuff is nerfed to the ground far too much. But it's good enough. So yeah, we're going to be going over the rebalances in the next update, which I was not expecting since the last one wasn't that long ago. But yeah, let's go through them now. So, starting with the robots. Ravager. Entering Veil no longer grants immunity to no longer removes negative effects. Veil remove negative effects? I didn't even know that happened. Entering Veil no longer grants immunity from negative effects. I knew about the immunity. I didn't know if they worked though, because they kept popping up, but now I'd still be able to get locked down from like a Pathfinder or something, but no. Exiting Veil no longer grants damage boost. Oh, that is huge. Like, at least the Ravager still has the thing going for it that's 5 medium weapons. If it didn't have 5 medium weapons, and this was gone, it would be a Blade Typhon. It would be a Fafnir. It would be a Spectre. Actually, a Spectre is a lot closer to it. It would be a jumping Spectre. A non-jumping Spectre without it. That is insane. Wow. Because at Mark 3, currently the Ravager gives you a 50% damage boost. Without that, the Ravager isn't actually going to be that powerful anymore. Reduced durability by 80,000 at, I'm guessing Mark 3. That's, I mean, okay. I do understand that the Ravager can get up to 1,000,000 HP. When run really well with, I think it's the nuclear amplifiers or something that keep giving it that. But, oh well. Reduce bonus to movement speed from Veil. 50 to 10. No. Wow, that is actually insane. So that means in the Veil you're going to be going pretty much no faster than when you were walking, which is bloody slow. Far out. Increase base movement speed, 30 to 45. I mean, okay, it doesn't change much though. Whatever. Sam Jock, here we go. Increase delay between activation of Sunstorm, 3 to 8 seconds. Does that mean that they're also going to be bringing in a Death Survivor to the Sam Jock? I don't believe it has one. Because that is insane. That means when you come out, you've got 8 seconds before you can go back into another one. That completely takes away the whole purpose of the Sam Jock, to be honest. Reduce bonus to movement speed from Sunstorm, 75 to 40! It's not even all that fast to start with. Well, actually, I'm comparing it to my level 1 Sam Jock that I've been trying to make videos on to show that if meta is meta, then it should be able to perform at level 1, but I've been failing at that and I can't record it. But, jeez, that is big. Reduce maximum duration of Sunstorm, Is that 7.5? It looks like a comma. Okay, I don't... Alright. Reduce maximum cooldown of Sunstorm. Okay. So, it charges faster. Alright. Increase movement speed by 4 kilometers. I mean, sure. Still doesn't change much. Ducks. Oh, this is big. Reduce fire rate of mini bots 0.1 to 0.3. Yeah, that's gonna be firing a lot slower. It's like the Growler Howler Screamer, to be honest. Reduce capacity of Aegis Shield by Mastermind by 170,000. Oh, the Ducks is becoming one no one wants to use. Increase bonus to movement speed from Mastermind. Isn't that what it was before the first nerf? I might be wrong about that, but I think it was. Mastermind no longer restores great durability. Yes, this was what everybody wanted. Oh, thank you, Pixonic. So now the Ducks can no longer re-heal. But then why aren't they giving the Ducks more durability? Because that would be smart. Because now the Ducks is going to be really wimpy, and it can't actually attack as much. Interesting. Condor. Losing physical shields restores less durability. You can't do that to the Condor. The Condor's already received a heavy nerf, making it pretty much non-usable. The fact that you're making one of the whole purposes of its ability useless. How many physical shields does this Condor have? Probably a 6. That is so bad. Increased damage against Titans by 0.1%. 0.1x. Yeah, I think no one's going to be running the Condor either. Raptor. Reflector is limited to jumping phase of Comet Splash. Yes! Because in the last rebalance, the Raptor had gone an increased duration in its reflector when it was on the ground. Or an increased ability time when it was on the ground. So now that reflector isn't going to be there. You can attack the Raptor once it's landed. That's also really big. Reduce movement speed 47 to 40. Okay, I don't know if that's going to make such a big difference. Oh, come on. The Raptor's already tanky. You don't need to increase it by 85,000. Alright, whatever. Leo and Nuo and Sword. Well, that's unexpected considering the fact they've been in the last 2 updates. They usually wait maybe 5 or 6 updates before they do the rebalances. Leo. Reduce defense points per stack of Fortress Link. I don't really know what that means, but hopefully that means that Leo can be killed easier, because currently it gets to... It's like 800,000 in its ability, isn't it? And it takes like no damage. Nuo, reduced damage bonus of Siege Link, 5 to 4%. Yeah, those aren't big nerfs. I think they want the Leo and Nuo to stick around. Sword, reduced built-in weapon damage. Oh, the sword only just came out and they're already reducing it by 7,000. Increased built-in weapon projectile speed. Alright. Reduce sword damage by a lot. Wow. That is big. The swords don't just come out. Why are they already nerfing it to a stage where it's strong but not overpowered? I've faced the sword a couple of times and it's not actually that good. Oh. Hey, you know what? You know how it says including special edition here? They're not including that. So that means they're buffing the Prime Sword, essentially. The Prime Sword is already so pay to win. Have you guys noticed? You can't buy the Prime Sword datapad by itself. It's only a chance to get from the sword. And from the basic sword one, which is cheap, and so you can get the sword easily and stuff. But the fact that they have a chance of it on one datapad, then a chance of it in the next, and then more of a chance to get everything for it. You can't even get the pilot for the sword. In the normal sword datapad, you can only get it from the Prime Sword. They're extorting you for money more than they did for Leo and Nuo separating their datapads, I'm gonna be honest. But the sword's not that overpowered, so I don't really care about that much. Orochi, including special edition. Increased bonus to movement speed. Cool. Increased Viper Strike duration. Cool. Nothing really changes there. Demeter. Included increased bonus to repairs provided by Absorber. Alright, that's decent. Hawk. Increased damage reflection 40 to 50%. That's good. At least they're putting it at 50, so half the damage you do to the Hawk is reflected back at you. That's good. Shell. Including special edition. All those, yeah. Increased bonus to movement speed from Atom. Sure, the shell needs so many buffs for it to even get anywhere near good. Revenant, including special edition, increased durability by 44,500. Alright. Fafnir, increased bonus to movement speed by 15%. It's still gonna be slow as hell. The Fafnir just gets shot down so easily after its absorber is gone. Whatever. Titans, Mauler, reduced passive resistance to dot. Alright, that's good. That means you can do more damage to Mauler after it starts hook ability. Reduced time window for converting incoming damage to dot with hook. 6 to 4 seconds. So the Mauler dashes is 4 seconds. In that time it's taking more damage than it would have. And then it's just straight up vulnerable again. Oh wow. Reduced duration of dot applied by hook. I don't really know what that means. So they're making the dot be applied faster? I don't know. Increased defense points by 25. Alright. Devourer, essence shift. Oh, just like a Ravager. Essence shift no longer grants immunity to defense mitigation. Essence shift. Which one was that? That was the one with the weird purple thing that made no sense given its character, right? No longer grants immunity to defense mitigation. That's good. So that means when you're firing at something, when you're shift connected to them, whatever, you can't go through last stand or those things. Alright. Shadow Walk, which is the stealth, no longer removes negative effects, no longer grants immunity to negative effects. See, this is big. Reduced durability by, yeah, okay, that's pretty good, by 150,000. Increased defense points by 50, alright. Increased base stat shift during essence shift. What? By 10%. I don't know what that means. But please comment on this. I don't know, but does the Devourer, just like the Ravager, also get a damage bonus when it comes out of its stealth? I don't remember. Because either way, if it does, they're not removing it, and they're not adding it. If it's not there, or if it is. Robot weapons. All tier 4 weapons not mentioned below. Damage per particle reduced by 10%. No! You can't be doing this! Because all those old weapons, you know, Razdor, Jaw. What other ones are still tier 4 after the global tier rebalance? Hazard. All those have been reduced by 10% their damage. That is insane. And completely unnecessary. Regulator. Damage per particle reduced by 1,900. That's big. That means the regulator is going to be doing a whole lot less damage. Shot interval increased. Okay, so now it's not going to be going. Now it's going to do. That's pretty good. Reload time reduced. Cool. So it's just going to be firing more often, but dealing less damage slower. Alright. Screamer, Growler, Howler, including special editions. Damage per particle reduced by 4,340. 3,400 and 2,270. Far out. They're going to be becoming unusable. Reload time reduced. I think that means to fire one salvo, right? You go so I think it would take 1.2 seconds to reload back a salvo when you're to reload a salvo back. Now it only takes 1. Alright, cool. Discipline and Smite, damage per particle reduced. They're putting it below 1,000. Oh wow, those are going to be dealing like no damage. I am all for that. These deal way too much damage. Like, you can't be doing that without needing line of sight as well. Like, they destroy anything. Shot interval increased by a little bit. That's not... Okay, cool. Reload time reduced, 8 to 7 seconds. I'm gonna be honest, it never felt like it was 8 seconds to start with. After the last rebalance, it still felt like it was so short. But now they're reducing it by more. Cool. Kidin, Mogwan, and Gangil. Damage per particle reduced by a lot, and by a lot. Wow. Wait, damage per particle? So does that mean every little lightning ball did that much damage? Yeah, that's a nerf that's 100% deserved. Alright, horizontal spread reduced. Okay, yeah, they did spread out quite a bit. Alright. Lainani Nanea. I got a comment saying I pronounced it wrong. But what one was it? I don't remember. Damage per particle reduced by a lot. This must be a sniper mode, and this must be the machine gun mode. That is pretty big. But, however, the sniper mode, it's not big enough. Like, you guys have seen how much damage that does in the, what do they call it, the AR mode or something like that. Reload time increased. Good, by a second though. Arm weapons. Already, they only came out this update. Damage per particle reduced! I thought they did percentage-based damage anyway. Jesus. No. That is... I don't think I agree with this. That is so much damage. But, they deal so much damage. Does that mean it deals that much as a percentage of their max health? So it increases based on their max health. I mean, that could be okay, but that's still a huge nerf. Far out. Projectile speed increase. Good, otherwise they would be still like fainter. Gauss, Weber, Volt, including special editions. There's only one special edition, isn't there? And that's Solid Gauss. Oh well. Damage per particle reduced. No, they don't need this nerf. Oh, wait a minute. Gauss does not deal that much damage at Mark 3. These must be based on level 1. Oh, that actually changes things by quite a bit. Alright, well, when they're leveled, I guess it doesn't change overly much, but that's still pretty big nerf. Reload time reduced. That is good. But reload time between what? Reload time between each little dip it goes up? I don't know. Prisma, including special edition. Damage per particle reduced. Yeah, that needed to happen. But it needed a bigger nerf than that. Gas. Aegis capacity reduced. Good. Definitely needed. Came in far too big. Ultimate Havoc. Damage per particle reduced. 7,700 to 4,500. I have an Ultimate Havoc, because I was one of the accounts that got selected for those free data pads. The base damage is 14,000. I know, because I'm keeping mine at level 1. I also have a level 1 Gas. I have a level 1 Sanjok. I have Chongyu Drone. Yeah. Reload time reduced. Reload interval. Fine. Alright. It didn't even deal that much damage. Well, actually, mine's at level 1. I don't really have anything to compare it to. Ultimate Shredder. Damage per particle reduced. Yes, that definitely needed to happen. But by more than that. Ultimate Shock Train. Damage per particle reduced. Good. Also, needed to happen. They're not doing anything about Ultimate Vortex. Actually, I haven't ever even seen an Ultimate Vortex. I don't know how they perform. Titan Weapons. Anguisher. Ruiner. Damage per particle decreased. Anguisher and Ruiner. They didn't deal the same damage. Vertical particle spread increased. Okay. They reduced that in the last rebalance. Reload time decreased. Alright. Yeah, I felt like the reload time had gone longer. Now they're reducing again. Cool. This is good. Hugin and Moonin. Particle bounce radius decreased. Thank you. By 100 meters. That is great, and that needed to happen. Because that deals so much damage in the chain. The chain percentage actually doesn't go down per enemy. And that shouldn't happen. So now it's only 50 meters. That makes it a lot better. Mahavajra and Vajra. I feel like they're not spelled like that. I've never seen them with a D. Whatever. Damage per particle decreased. Alright, it's not an overly big nerf, but it still didn't really need to happen. Oh well. Horizontal particle spread decreased. That's good. I think that means it's a buff, because that means it deals more focused damage. Arbiter, Equalizer. Damage per particle decreased. Not by enough. They deal so much damage, it needed to be way more than that. Ultimate Grom. I haven't seen Ultimate Grom once. I've seen Ultimate Squalls, and they don't deal very much damage. Damage per particle decreased. Okay, so Ultimate Grom must be more powerful than Ultimate Squall. And by quite a bit. Alright, decreased by like 1,200-ish. Drones! The Ward just came out. Cool. Reduce built-in weapon damage by 4,000... what's that? 500-ish. Why would you even release it in that state then? I mean, it only just came out and they're already nerfing it by that much. Increase built-in weapon projectile speed. 800 to 1,000. Why didn't they just put that as the same as... this one? Why didn't they... No. Oh, maybe that was the sword I'm thinking of, not the weapons for it. Alright. Moderator. Reduce built-in weapon damage. Good. Need to happen. All my kills are from Moderator when I run it on my Skyros, which is my favorite robot. With freezing rockets. Increase built-in weapon shot interval. Alright, so that's just like Regulator as well. Increase built-in weapon reload time. Oh. What? Okay, that must be a typo. It must be meant to say reduced. Alright. Reduce damage bonus accumulation on stealth. 15% to 5% per stack. Good. Let me just make sure I'm recording. I am recording. Good. Alright. Increase cooldown for applying lock on leaving. No, you can't do that. Didn't it used to be the first shot on leaving stealth lock the enemy down? So now you have 10 seconds before that shot locks him down. I don't think that was necessary. I think that's way too far. 10 seconds? Even 3 seconds would have been a nerf. You didn't have to 10. Increase burst movement speed. Thank you. This is what I wanted. Now it makes my Skyros even fast with all the speed bonuses I have on it. Aopo. This thing needs a nerf. Reduce built-in weapon kinetic damage. That's the machine gun. By a lot. Reduce built-in weapon energy damage, which is the sniper thing, AR. Also by a lot, by 9,000-ish. Reduce capacity of Aegis upon landing. Still too much, I'm gonna be honest. Only reduced by 125,000. The fact you need to reduce an Aegis by that much in the first place is kinda insane. But, whatever. Reduce bonus durability. Reduce burst of durability during flight. 80% to 50%. Good, that's what was making the Leo so tanky, I think, right? Increased limit of cleanse stacks. Okay, so it's becoming the new Avalon Battleship, pretty much, I guess. Webby, reduce built-in weapon damage by 2,000. I don't remember what the Webby did, but I think it was a sniper, wasn't it? I don't remember. It looked like a sniper. But the Dux is a melee. The Dux is actually really random. If the drone is a sniper, the built-in weapons are melee, and the weapons coming from it are homing rockets. Why did they release the ducks like that? That's so random and doesn't go together at all. Increased built-in weapon shot interval. Okay. Maybe it's melee. Reduce limit of slowdown stacks. Did it apply slowdown? Cool. Increase damage bonus. 7% to 10%. Isn't that on the level 4 unlock thing? Whatever. Wave, including special edition. Reduce built-in weapon damage by also quite a bit. By about 2,000. 2,160. Yeah, these weapons are going down. Increase built-in weapon shot interval by 0.06 seconds. Yeah, nerf that need to happen for sure, huh? Alright, reduce built-in weapon reload time. Alright. 10 to 9 seconds. Hawkeye, reduce protection from grey damage, 25% to 10%. The Hawkeye also needed a nerf where it can't attack enemies in stealth. Because the Hawkeye, if you're running a Ravager and something comes up to you with a Hawkeye drone, it can attack you. It shouldn't be able to attack you. Why does it get a Quantum Raider? And it can't attack multiple enemies, so that means it's not like Gargantua and Pantagruel. It need more of a nerf than that. Shy, reduced accumulation of defense points, 15 to 12 per stack. Aww. Oh, Shy is becoming unusable with its level 12 last stand being at like 80% or something. Seeker, reduced effective range of quantum sensor, 250 to 200 meters. Wow. Seeker drone is just going bam, bam, bam with these nerfs to its quantum radar, huh? My microphone is recording, right? Hello, 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 hello. Good. Motherships and turrets. Frederick, reduced damage bonus when at max stacks. Max stacks. 240% to 170%. What did the Frederick even do? Wasn't it a support battleship? I don't remember. Beholder, reduced damage per second. Good. I need more than that. But by 5,000. Good. It needs to be nerfed more than that, and the laser needs to have a way shorter lifetime. Sonic bomb cannon, damage reduced by 28,000. Good. Alright, cool. I guess it needed that. Durability extender, reduced bonus durability for Titans, 65,000 to 50,000. Was the durability extender really that useless? Reduced bonus durability for robots, 35,000 to 25,000. Why would you even run a durability extender? That is nothing. Holy crap. Enhanced Aegis system. Increased bonus Aegis capacity by 50,000. Okay. I don't run down anything since it costs upgrade tokens and you can't remove stuff without being deleted, which is absolute BS. Alright. Pilots, Clift Abuse, Ravager. Reduce bonus durability. 15% to 5% per ability use. It did that? Oh yeah, it did, didn't it? Reduce durability repairs. 5% to 1% per ability use? No! No, you can't just make the Ravager pretty much non-existent. No. Jesus. Titan pilots, Liam Crag, Devourer, reduce damage reflection to linked target, 30% to 10%. Oh yeah, that was like the leech ability, wasn't it? It was like a repulse. Reduce durability repairs upon damage reflection. It repaired 75%? That's insane. That needed to happen. Good. There are actually pretty much no buffs in this one. What the? Alright, yeah. Excess damage output of all tier 4 weapons will be reduced. They need to change what the tier 4 weapons actually are. Excessive damage multiplication, popular builds, e.g. Ravager, Leo, will be trimmed. Trimmed. Hey, do you guys remember what they did to the swords weapons? Do you guys remember this? They they thirded the damage. I mean, it needed it, but okay. Combat rolls and relative power levels of popular builds will remain largely unchanged, e.g. Sword will continue to have the highest damage That's not even true! No! The Baglior has the highest damage potential. The Nuo has the highest damage potential. The Ravager doesn't anymore. That's just not even true. Whatever. Nope. Been closely monitoring robot lifetime for over a year. As of update 11.0, average survival times have dropped below what we consider healthy for the game. For comparison, around update 10.0 took 10 to 12 seconds for 3 average medium weapons to eliminate a defenseless robot. Currently the same second setup results in a kill in just 3 to 5 seconds. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, at least they're doing something about it. What they need to introduce now is the... what do they call it? The anti-cheat for the Android platform. That needs to happen pronto, because otherwise you've got those Ravagers going jump, 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 jump. At least they won't always have a reflector now. We believe warrobots should be a slow-paced, tactical shooter where smart decision-making matters more than twitch reflexes. This rebalance aims to restore that vision by giving players more time to react, adapt, and fight strategically. Okay. Yeah, I agree with Pixonic pretty much 100% on this update. Not about everything. Some things are a bit too much. But, for the most part, I agree with it. And I think this rebalance is going to make a huge difference for the better. The only thing I'm worried about now is, I guess, is what the next robot's gonna do. Because knowing what Pixonic have done previously, sure they may have stopped doing that now, but what they've done previously is that they'll nerf everything, and then they'll bring in something completely overpowered that can then run over everything that has just been nerfed. So if this... oh, actually, speaking of the new robot, Teth, if this new robot is in fact able to destroy everything and its weapons deal like huge damage, then I'm gonna be so mad. Like, you can't do that. Anyway, looking at this Teth robot, okay, cool, Cossack, yeah, normal robot size. Heavy, that looks like a trebuchet. Medium, looks like a Havoc. And that looks like Shredder, and that looks like a Rhyme. Oh, so is this just like the Skyros, but with one more light weapon? Ah, what does it do? I don't know what it does. Okay. Cool. Well, I can't actually run that since my laptop isn't any good. But yeah. Well. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and check out my other channel where I've taken apart a couple of devices, but like no one watches, so I haven't really done any more to it. But I might if people start watching. But yeah. And stick around for the next one. I might not be uploading warrobots gameplay videos as much, as it costs too much to level stuff up to a working standard, sort of. But I can still do some things. But currently not on this laptop. I can't record at the same time. Well, I could use the Xbox Game Bar, I guess. But, yeah, oh well. Yeah, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, my friends.